Hello everyone, this is Photoshop Tutorials Tips and Tricks. I'm Jimmy and I'm gonna show you a quick tutorial. For example, you have a photo of yourself and you want to color your hair in any color that you want. And before you do it at the barber, you want to know how it's going to look. So for this we can use Photoshop. Here I downloaded a picture of a girl where it's easy to color the hair. It's not many hair pieces sticking out, so it's very flat. The download link for this picture is in the description below. If you don't have an account for that website, you can still download this picture on minimum size. That's what I'm working with at the moment. Just a quick tip: the bigger the photograph, the picture is, the easier it is to edit it, and the more beautiful it will look, of course. So this is the starting picture, and this is a picture where we are going to work on. This is how it's going to look like. So let's get started. Well, I don't know if you guys are beginner or not. I'm just going to from fresh, clean start. So first of all, you just go to open. You're gonna select the picture that you want to edit. Just click open. Then, first of all, you see that this picture is locked. So you can't change anything about that picture. But of course, we don't really need to change the background picture. If you want to change it, you just have to double click on it, give it a name. For example, I always like the basic layer. I just call it always background. Well, that's just how I do it. Then you click OK, and you can see the lock is gone, and you can paint on it, erase things, whatever. So the first thing what we are gonna do is to drag this one here onto the new button. So what this button does normally is just create a new layer. You don't need a new layer, we just needed a copy of this one. So if you just drag it onto here, it just makes a copy. This is the container, the trash container, so if you don't want a picture, just drag it in there and it will delete the layer, or you can just click it. So this layer, a great tip, always name your layers. Well, for this tutorial it doesn't matter so much because it is a yeah, it's just a two-layer example. But for example, if you're making a website with Photoshop, the layout, it can be very tricky because you will have a lot of layers for the buttons, for example. Yeah, every piece of the context, the header, the footer, stuff like that. So it's pretty useful that you just name it. I'm gonna name this one color, because here we just go and color the full picture. So how we do it is we go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. This will bring up this panel. What you first need to do, and this is a crucial step, you have to click on colorize. If you don't click it, it will never change. It doesn't, well, it changes, but not in the way that we like it. So we just take colorize, and now the full picture frame, the full layer will just colorize. What we first have to do is do the saturation at max, 100%. Now you will see the true color that you will choose, because otherwise it will just like mix in with the background color, and that's not what we want. We want a full saturation. Now we can just pick the color we want. For this tutorial I'm going to pick a purple one, about here, maybe this one. You just click OK if you have the color that you want. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something that you're gonna use a lot in Photoshop. That will be a layer mask. So what a layer mask does, just have to click on this button here. It says Add Layer Mask. First click on this layer that you have this one selected. Then you click the layer mask. You will see that there will be a layer mask here next to the layer of the colored. What this does is when it's white, it shows everything, but when it's black, so for example, I'm gonna choose a brush. Right click if you want this menu, by the way. I'm gonna put the size about 80 pixels. It's good. So for example, I just have here my black color selected. That's what you use on a layer mask. Black and white. It's nothing else. So for example, when you paint it, you'll see here on the layer mask, you see where I painted black. So I painted black, it will show the original picture. So it hides what's black, it will hide in this picture, so that it will become transparent, in other words. So what we are gonna do is go a step back, and where we can find that is just by Window and History. So step back is just where we want to go, and that is when we added a layer mask. So let's continue. First of all, we just need the hair, so it's easier if you just paint everything black first. They can easily be done with the paint bucket tool. Select black and just click on the picture. Now you can see this picture is fully transparent. So what we need to do is we need to just get the hair in this color. So what we do is we switch. We just click this button if you want to switch quickly, or you can press X. That will work as well. You select your brush tool, put the size a little bit smaller so it's easier to paint. I will start off with a bigger one and just adjust the minor pieces with a tinier size. The hardness, put that one on 0. It's better if you are working with hair to put it 0, because then it will not be a solid line. It will, for example, if you have it 100%, it will more likely be like this one. It's like edge, and if you put it a little bit down to 0, it will more like be hard on the inside, but at the outside it will not cover as much. So that's what we wanted this one. Now I want this picture to be a little bit zoomed in. You can do it with this tool, just to zoom in, or you can just hold Control if you are on a Windows, or Command if you are on a Mac, and then press the minus or the plus to zoom in and out. Okay, so we go back to the brush tool, and now just we need to know that we have this one selected, that we're painting in this one, not on this one, just on the layer mask, and then we paint. If you make a little mistake, it's not a problem. For example, I will do a lot of mistakes at the beginning. Okay, now I need a tinier size brush. I press X, or you can press this button again to change to black. Now you can see I paint a little bit over their hands. That's not good. You don't want the hands to have a pink or a purple color. So what you're gonna do is just paint over with the black brush, and now you just correct your mistakes. Okay, let's say this is pretty decent. Now zoom back out, because if we are zoomed in it's more pixelized because we download the small size image. So this way it looks a little bit better. Now we just have one more thing to do, and that will be to put this one to soft light. And there we go. That's, now you can see how it looks like. If it still doesn't, for example, here the skin is a little bit much purple, or down here is not so great for you. You can still adjust here a little bit with the black tool, the size a little bit smaller. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. It's just personal taste. If you want it back, just select the white tool here again, the white color, and just paint it again how you want it. You can also do the same with the lips, for example. So you copy this image again. Just the same steps. You make it a color again with the image adjustments, hue and saturation. For example, you want them more red. You pick red. You add a layer mask, paint everything black again. Then take white and then just show the lips only with white and soft color again. It's just so simple as that. Well guys, that was it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. If you have more questions about something I used and didn't explain very good, feel free to leave a comment or send me a personal message. You can also visit my blogger. There will be a written guide with pictures on it. And well, thank you for watching. Bye.